Right. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Trading Neighbor, and in today's video, we're gonna start our day 21 of our 50 days trading journey. And what I'm gonna do is we are gonna do some more pivot trading. Now, as you might have known, in the previous trade, we have done a few trades, and we went into a loss of $7.7, somewhat like that. And what I realized is that I went back, looked at my video, and I realized that I'm just trading off my guts. I'm not using my strategy to the fullest. And so we have reset our account and we're going to start fresh from today. We will be having no bias, no emotional bias, no human bias. It's just going to be strategy and outcomes. All right, so let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to thank you all for giving me all the support from through the channel. So we reached 46 subscribers, so we've got 5 more subscribers than there were yesterday, and we're hitting 50 within 4 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. And when it comes to videos, I'm getting a lot of views again. So a lot of people are watching my content, which will help me improve and have a lot of self-motivation and give me a lot of motivation. So again, today is going to be day 21. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open TradingView. All right, so as you can see, we are in the weekly time frame, so we're only going to do USD JPY for today. So as you can see, the market's open, and let's see how is it going. Now, first thing I want to do is I want to delete all these markups because they kind of all right. So if you look at the chart, in the past few weeks the market's going upwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open our Excel sheet and have the trading outputs listed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the 16th December, and we're going to have our USD JPY chart. All right, so it's going bullish, so the weekly time frame is bullish. Let's look at the daily time frame. The daily time frame is also going, I would say it's not going exactly bullish, but recently it's just starting to go bullish, so that is bullish as well. In the 4 hours time frame, as you can see, it again wasn't going bullish completely, but again it started going bullish. It was going bullish in this, going down, and started going up. So again, it's bullish in structure. Now in the 1 hour time frame, it's obviously bullish, and I want to go to the 50 minutes time frame, and again it is bullish. Let me tweak that. So in the 5 minutes time frame, I generally don't care much. I just look for bullish positions right off the bat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the price to go. All right, so maybe what could happen is that this could be the potential high, and so the market's kind of going downwards. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait for, we're only going to take long positions. Now I'm strictly going to take long positions. I'm not going to take any short position. So I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait here, get our chart, our tool lined up. We're going to have our take profit at about that level. Our stop loss at about somewhere over there, maybe. Okay, now what I want to do is, meanwhile, I want to mark up all the important areas. And so when I say important areas, we're talking about the supply zones and the demand zones. So as you can see, if we look at the 4 hours time frame, and let's zoom out a little bit, there is a huge candle over there, so that's a strong supply zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this area up, and I'm going to call that as a supply zone. All right, so now that's a nice supply zone, and you can see there's a huge bar right around here as well. So this is another huge bar, so that could be a plausible supply zone again. So now before that, I actually want to make the magic trend line first, because that's the most important part. So I'm gonna use my tool, click on that, and just draw the trend line. And we're gonna go into the 1 hour chart and focus a bit more on this. We are gonna zoom out, zoom in like that. Now let's see the important zones. Well, if I look at it this way, there is a little bit of consolidation, so we can't find too many zones here. But if we focus on these few, right, so I could say this is also another zone. It could be a plausible demand zone. So let's just mark it up as a demand zone. Alright, anyways, I don't know why it's not marking. Oh yeah, it did. So what I want to do next is I want to have my okay, so you can see this is another zone which should be pretty much important, and this is another zone, so I'm gonna mark that up as well. So we're gonna zoom in over here and have our chart marked up from there to over there. We're gonna call that supply zone. Oh, sorry, the demand zone. And actually, I think this is a supply zone, not a demand zone. So it's gonna, all right, actually I want to mark that up. I think it's gonna be just confusing and not that useful. All right, so if we look at more charts, we can make another trend line actually. So we can actually make another trend line like so in the past few days. And I think that's gonna be much more sensible for us. Sorry, in the past few hours. That's gonna be much more sensible for us. Now, what I want to do is I want to mark all the areas of importance. So that's going to be with these vertical lines. So it's going to be that one, it's going to be that one, it's going to be that one, and it's going to be that one, it's going to be that one as well. So now, as soon as the graph touches this line, it's going to go up and go up. So anyways, let's go to the 5 minutes time frame and see what's actually happening. So what we want right now is we would be wanting the chart to hit this, go down and go up. So we want the crossover of the exponential moving average as well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw with my pencil. I'm going to go like that. Actually, I want it to be black in color. So it's going to go like that. Right, and from there on it's probably just gonna do so. Yeah, well, let's just hope that it hits that trend line. Again, the trend line, it need not exactly hit it. Maybe it could break through the trend line. Maybe we could have drawn it somewhat like a bit more higher. We could have drawn it like that. So that should make much more sense. Anyways, we're gonna wait for the price to break through this trend line, which is almost dead already, and we'll be taking a long position with our stop loss the previous a few pips under the previous low, which is that. It's perfect, and we want to take profit to be at the previous high, which is that. It's a 1.78 risk reward ratio, which is pretty good. So let's see how is the graph gonna go. I'm gonna zoom in and just wait and watch what's gonna happen. So I expect the trade to be taken about there with our stop loss. Actually, this is a plausible stop loss as well, but I wouldn't want to do that because the price actually kind of might hit that bottom as well. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more thing. So I'm going to have this as my take profit at 2, the ratio of 2, and I'm going to have my partial take profit at about here. So if I'm having 10%, I'm gonna take my 8% and the rest 2% is gonna be there. So I want this to be our partial take profit. Alright, so we're having more candles popping up. Let's see, let's hope that actually breaks through this and goes up. Now there's one more possibility, the price actually could go down till there, till that level. So the price could potentially go down till there, consolidate and go up, or it could actually go down till there, consolidate and go down. So both of them are possible. We must see which one's actually better. But yeah, let's actually get into more details. Oh, okay. So you can see the graph has actually broke through, the price has broke through the trend line, and so our magic trend line is pretty much working, I would say. So it did break through. I'm just waiting for that, a bit of a crossover, and then we'd be good to go to take a trade. And yeah, that seems good. Now what I'm gonna do is I would be having this open on my phone, so as soon as something happens, I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna keep analyzing this in my phone on the side. Oh, you can see the price is actually going pretty low, which is really good. So the more lower it goes, the more better risk reward ratio we could have. So if you take a trade here, you see just having that, it's 4:1.8. You know, that's a really good risk to reward ratio. So seems good. Let's just wait for the price to pop. Actually, I have my iPad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it open on my iPad on the side and just focus on this. Just a second. I need to set my iPad up. Keep open trading view. Go to USD JPY. Go to the chart. Alright. So yeah. Well, I can see the chart on my iPad. So as soon as something happens, I'm gonna go back. And now we have the AUD USD or the EUR USD. Which one do I trade? Actually, let's trade the EUR USD, maybe? Could we? Alright, let's just keep analyzing everything. But yeah. So with the AUD USD chart in the weekly time frame, I want to delete all those markings. So it is looking as if the graph is going downwards. So the trend is going downwards. So it's bearish in structure from the past few weeks. So I'm going to go into the daily time frame and see what's happening in the daily time frame. It is again seems to go downwards, so it's bearish in daily time frame as well. And in the 4 hours time frame, it is again going bearish in structure downwards. In the 1 hour time frame, it is going bearish. In the 15 minutes time frame, it is going bearish again. And in the you see, this is what the mistake I made that day. So I've just taken a trade like this without doing top-down analysis just based on one chart, which is a huge mistake. And in the 5 minutes time frame, we are gonna wait for a crossover. That sorry, wait. The AUD USD is that what? Yeah. So we're gonna wait for the crossover. So I'm just gonna put my short position tool ready, with that being my take profit, that being my stop loss. So 1:1.4, which is not bad, but again, let's just see what's going to happen. So we want a crossover right here. Now while that happens, I'm going to simply go to the 54 hours time frame and just mark up all the important areas. Now the important areas include all the huge candles, the huge movements in the market. So I see that this is one such moment, so it can be, this is a plausible demand zone, and we have another one right about here. So that's a huge candle again, so that's again another demand zone. So what I can actually do is I can have this thing extended all the way till there, and we're going to go into the 1 hour time frame to actually draw a actual, you could say, a trend line. So to draw the trend line, all I need to do is use that tool and make it. Now I don't want to make it in that way because I want to just focus on the past few hours, so I'm going to make it in that way. Now that we have those set up, we are going to again quickly go to the 5 minutes time frame to see. All right, there's no such moment. So I'm going to mark up my important areas. As you can see, I might be rushing a little bit around here, but yes. In the 15 minutes time frame, the chart, the trend line seems to be good enough. Well, all we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for the chart to reach the price to reach a bit of a, have a crossover, the moving average. I just want to do one more thing. I want to go to the 1 minute time frame and see how it's going. All right, so actually, I think that I can start taking trades in the 1 minute time frame. In doing so would actually help me to take better trades. So I think it should be the time when I take the trade. I'm gonna go into the 5 minutes time frame again and look at my take profit. Alright, I'm just going to use the 1 minute time frame for this chart. So we're going to be taking a trade like so, and let's go to the trading panel, connect our paper trading first, and as you can see, it's a strong sell position according to that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my trade up before I take a trade. So what I can do is I can actually put my take profit to about that level, because the market just started here, so you can't take it all the way down to there. So I would be clicking on copy price, have my take profit and stop loss. So the take profit would be about there, it's a sell position, and my stop loss would be, I think I should keep it around here, but I'm just going to keep it a bit more higher, just on a safe note. Copy the price and put that as the stop loss, and you can see that there is almost a crossover, and the risk percentage again is say $100 in the account, so I want the risk percentage to be 10%. So the graph seems to be going the way we want to. And again, if you look at the 5 minutes time frame, it seems to go downwards. Let's look at that. All right, so we're gonna take the sell position. And I think that's all good. So we've taken our trade successfully, and yeah, so let's go to the 5 minutes time frame and see how it's going. The price is going in our direction, and I want the stop loss to be all right. So Now with the USD JPY chart, now that we place a trade, all I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go to the chart here and see what's happening. So if I go into the 1 minute time frame, the graph seems to start going the way we want it to. So we would be taking a trade somewhat about there with our take profit around, I can actually take it to about there with a risk to reward ratio of 1.28. I think I shouldn't extend a bit too much, so I would close it about there, because overall I believe that the price would reach this level, and I would have my partial close at about this level. So let's see how it's gonna go. Again, we're just gonna wait for our chart to give us the right information, make the right breakthrough. So as you can see, it seems to start cutting up. Alright, so we're just gonna wait for tool to start working. So yeah, again, the price has come up to this area where previously there was one kind of, oh wait, I think there was one kind of a, you could say, consolidation, and it did hit that and start going up again. So maybe it's gonna go bullish all the way till this level again. So potentially have my trade like about here. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, back to the 1 minute time frame. All right, so seems like it's going good. We want to wait for that to break through and then we can take a trade. All right. I believe that we've made a mistake. Oh my god. Oh my absolute god. We made a huge mistake in the AUD USD. Just realized. With the chart, with the price, it's actually bearish and everything, and it's just bullish over here. And we still took a bearish trade. We're gonna lose it, guys. Oh my god. How did I even make that mistake, dude? No way. I didn't focus. Oh. So depressing. Oh my god. Okay, so what I was supposed to do in the AUD USD chart, let me just show you real quick. So actually there was supposed to be a bullish, it's a bullish structure as of now, but again the market just opened, right? So I thought it would consolidate and start going down, and hopefully that's what happened. But if it doesn't happen, as you can see, this is a strong support level, it's a strong resistance level, so the price might just go up down. So maybe it's just going bullish as of now. We really don't know. All right, so let's focus on the USD. All right, so we're gonna take our trade as soon as possible. Let's quickly go through our stop loss and take profit. So this is gonna be our take profit, and that's gonna be our stop loss. Copy the price, put that as the stop loss, and let's risk 10% again and hit the buy button, and let's see how is it gonna go. All right, so with this I would have a risk to reward ratio of about, let's make it perfectly onwards. Oh no. Wait, actually, oh yeah, okay, never mind. All right, so we're gonna wait for the price to go up. I expect it to hike, just like boom, to do that. Hopefully it does that, but if it doesn't, it's all good. We're just learning. It's fine, but yeah. So here you can see that the price is actually starting to consolidate. It's seeming to have a lower low. Hopefully it just goes down like that. And so these are the two trades that we've taken in the USD JPY chart and the AUD USD chart. So my first potential take profit would be about here, where we would want to take the profit. So I want to partially take the $2 and take another $6 and then take another $2. So what I'm gonna do is now that the price has touched that, I'm gonna take a partial, or you know what, yeah, I can take a partial close. I'm just gonna leave it actually. Let's just see how good it does. You know, actually, instead of having partial closes, I can actually change my. Alright, I don't know, I'm pretty confused what to do. But so we've had how many units? 3,542 units. So okay, it's very interesting, but let's just see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this stop loss to take profit about there. I feel like having partial closes is not a good idea at all, and I would have my stop loss about that level as well. I think that's gonna be much more better for us. Let me close this and zoom in and have our, actually I want to have it a little bit less than that level. Okay, and I would want to have my stop loss, the tool set up so that I can calculate it and put it into my Excel sheet really fast. And we have our take profit at about that level, and so it's a 1.06 risk to reward ratio. So in the USD JPY, that's a 1.06 risk to reward ratio, 10% for the risk, and it's a long position. And for the AUD USD chart, it is a short position. So it's the AUD USD with a risk to reward ratio of, how much was that? First, let's see if it's a good placement. Okay, seems good. All right, I'm gonna set the take profit actually a bit more higher to this point, because I don't want to have too much issues with it. Okay, again, our take profit's gonna be about there. It's a really bad risk reward ratio. What I'd actually expect is I'll keep my take stop loss at about there, but again, that's too risky because yeah. So let me just reduce this to have a 1 risk to reward ratio and have my take profit set down to that level as well. All right, so it seems good. We're having a 1:1 risk to reward ratio with a 10% risk. All right, so we are currently going good on the AUD USD, USD JPY chart. So it's kind of going upwards. Again, we're just gonna, it's probably gonna do this. It's probably gonna, it went up till there. It's gonna hopefully do that. Hopefully, I expect it to do that. But yes. Actually, I think I've taken much less risk in this. I don't know why. I think I've actually taken a 5% risk on this. All right, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna close this position partially for about 2,000 units. All right, and with that, we've got our 1.31 profit. Let's see if the price would actually hit that high. So yeah, and with this, we have our price doing a lot of things actually. So let's zoom in over here. The price seems to go down again. I'm not too sure if it's gonna go down or it's gonna go up, but yeah, it's kind of really confusing. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and we're gonna go to our next chart, EUR JPY. Now I strongly believe that it's gonna be bullish because the USD JPY is kind of bullish as well. So generally what I've seen is with the Japanese yen and the US dollar and the euro and the US dollar, it has the similar thing going on. So what we're gonna do is we would be looking at our, actually I'm gonna close this, look at our 1 week time frame. So in the weekly time frame, it seems to be going bullish overall, but it seems to be going bearish as of now, and it seems to consolidate as well. So I'm not too sure if I should take a trade. If you look at the daily time frame, it is going bullish, but there's a break of structure. But again, in the previous few days, it's going upwards. So in the 4 hours time frame, it is starting to go upwards. In the 1 hour time frame, it is starting to go upwards, bullish. 50 minutes time frame, it is starting to be upwards as well. And in the 5 minutes time frame, we don't know. Oh, it seems like it's reached a high. It's probably going to continue and come down a lot because in the week, you see in these past few weeks, it's actually going downwards. So it is kind of doing that downtrend. Now what I expect is the price to be completely reversed, so maybe it's going downwards, having a bearish structure. But if I go to the daily time frame, seems like it is going a bit bearish again. So it's just going up in these few bars. It's going to go down again. So maybe the price would generally do that. Right, so let's see our trades. It's been a really good profit with the USD JPY. The price is going as expected. We're going to the 5 minutes time frame and see how we're doing. Alright, so our take profit has actually, has it been hit? No. I don't know why. Even if the take profit has been hit, it didn't say it. But yes, so again, we have our profit. We have a total of $3.45 profit. So it's a profitable trade with 3.45. And yeah, well, that's pretty good. Again, I believe that the price is, again, we've spotted one of the best trades. You see, we just take a trade here and the price just boom, hit up, straight up. And I expect the price to actually keep going up for a while, at least until this happens. So let's just see. The price might go up till that happens. So I'm gonna wait for another cross the market. Just wait for another drop down. So you're gonna wait for one of that and that, and that is when we'll be taking another trade. Also, it could be this. The price might actually start going down as soon as this happens. So we don't know much, but all I expect is to take bullish trades, long positions. So we'll just keep it like that, leave it for now. And in AUD USD, we are going into a really bad loss with our 10 to 25 minus 10.25. Let's see what it's saying. It's asking me to sell, but yeah, well, I just expect it to consolidate and come down. We don't know what's going to happen, but again, let's continue with the EUR JPY chart. So we will be taking only bullish trades. Now unfortunately, what I expect is the price has been, every single time it's just touched this level of the price and it's just kept coming down. So it's a strong supply zone. So the price, I expect it to again hit that and start coming down. So what I'm gonna wait is for one such thing to happen. So I want the price to do that, and this is when I'll be taking the trade. So we have a lot of time in the EUR USD, so let's just focus on this. USD JPY, the US dollar, and the Japanese yen. So the price seems to be going down right here, but it should be going up afterwards. So I would be taking my take profit to about that level, just leave it about there, and my stop loss, I want to keep it below the previous low. Go to the 5 minutes time frame, you can see that this is how our chart is. So I would really have my take profit about that level and my stop loss about, I don't know, but let's just see. It depends upon that. So if the price goes all the way down till there and then this goes up, then maybe I can take a trade with my stop loss at about here and my take profit over there. But if I had it over here, taking the trade would be ridiculous because it would be 0.71, which is a really bad risk to reward ratio. I'd rather not take a trade even if I win it, because we don't know what's going to happen. So let's go into positions. Well, the AUD USD chart, the trade is kind of not going that good. And the EUR JPY seems to have gone into the zone, seems to have touched it. It's probably going to come down up again to about this level. So this is again a strong demand zone. So it's a strong demand zone. Now, what I expect is this. You see, this is a break. So because of the 2 days gap between this and this, the market was closed. So it opened about here. So maybe the price is going to consolidate and just keep going down. Because you see, in the weekly time frame, the price has been doing this. So it's just doing the downtrend. Maybe it's going up right now. So you see, it's just doing that. So I expect to take only bullish trades. Again, strictly bullish trades. But yes, I'm just going to use this tool and leave it over there so that I won't forget it in the future. And when it comes to EUR USD, we do have our chart going up, which we haven't analyzed yet. Let's go into the 1 minute time frame and zoom in and leave it as it is. So it's actually going more into the supply zone. Maybe this could be a flip zone. So after all, if the price breaks through this and goes up to maybe this level, this is going to be a flip zone. So it's going to become a demand zone. So until then, let's just focus on EUR USD. I'm going to have my USD JPY chart open in the application on my iPad so that we can focus much more on such things. Analyzing the other charts without missing out on the other trades which were already analyzed. So let's just wait and watch what happens. Well, about the EUR USD chart, we're gonna go into the weekly time frame. Right, we're surely gonna lose this, dude. Look at the situation. It's really going up towards there. Anyways, no more demotivation. Let's just focus on EUR USD. So in the weekly time frame, it seems to be going downwards, and in the daily time frame, it is going downwards again. In the 4 hours time frame, it is going downwards again. In the 1 hour time frame, it should be going downwards, which it is, and in the 15 minutes time frame, it is going it is consolidated a bit, maybe going down, so it should go down in the future. And in the 5 minutes time frame, it is going up, but it should be going down as soon as it fixes up. If we just look at the weekly time frame, you can see that the price is actually consolidating. So what's happening is this is just repeating, so it's just doing downtrends and consolidate, downtrends, consolidate. It's probably going to do that again. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna be taking short positions. If you look at this as well, says it should be a a strong sell, so I'd be taking short positions about here. We're just gonna wait for the crossover to happen. So let's just wait for the crossover, and we'll be having our take profits about that level and our stop loss on that level. Be taking a trade wherever there is a crossover. Now, until then, I would want to have my I would want to draw the actual trend line, which would look somewhat like that. So, a few trend lines. So it's a all new bearish trend, which is really, you could say, up and down, something like that. Let's also mark the important areas. So there has been a huge candle about here. So it is a huge bearish engulfing candle. So it's going to be a huge supply zone. And when it comes to another one, this is going to be another huge supply zone. And if we talk about another one, this is a huge supply zone again. And if we talk about demand zones, we can see there's this huge candle, so I can just mark this up as a huge demand zone. All right, so let's just see what's gonna happen. Now I want the price to potentially cut off this thing and just boom, do that, so we can take a bearish trade after all. So I would be having short positions taken. Let's just wait for the right moment. So with this chart, the price seems to be going it's still consolidating a lot, but yeah, so in the 1 minute time frame, you see it's actually still the same thing, it's just consolidating. I thought I could find a much better understanding in the 1 minute time frame, but it's still consolidating in that as well. So yeah, well, let's go into the URUSD, the 5 minutes time frame, and I'm just gonna wait for the graph to kind of, do that, because that's another strong zone right about there. So this is a strong zone as well. Or maybe I can actually mark up the key areas, the areas of interest with the trend line, with the help of the trend line. So I'm just going to use this tool, quickly mark them up about there. Yeah, so well, that looks good. We're gonna have our 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame. Yep. So again, we're just gonna wait for that to finish, do its work. And with the AUD USD chart, let's see how it's actually going. All right, so it's actually going downwards now, which is pretty good. With the USD JPY chart, it did indeed kept going upwards in the 5 minutes time frame. What I expected is to go up all the way till that level, but since it's really strong, I had expected to go up till that level or break through. So it would probably go up to this level or either break through that level. because that's a strong supply zone again. Let me just mark that up real quick. So that's a strong supply zone. Yeah, we'll just wait and watch what's gonna happen. Well, we are going to, just because of the 1 minute time frame, we were able to spot a trade about here. But if I were in the 15 minutes time frame, we wouldn't be able to spot a trade, and would just 5 minutes time frame would just go up already. So let's just use the 1 minute time frame to spot our trades and the 5 minutes to confirm those trades if they're going to be right or wrong. So I want the price to actually, you see, this was the previous take profit. This is where I wanted it to be. So our price would generally do that. If it doesn't, well, it's going to go down and come up again, which we don't know about. Again, this is a strong resistance level. This is a strong support level as well. Can be considered as that as well. Well, the USD/JPY chart is doing pretty good. Again, it's starting to go up. So unfortunately, what's happening is we are unable to actually spot the crossovers. So if I actually go into an even smaller time frame, a 30-second time frame. Oh wait, I think we need premium subscription. All right, I think I need subscription for that. But anyways, I think the 1 minute should be enough. There's a huge candle right about here, so that is actually a good thing. Again, we haven't seen the identifier, actually being a crossover, but it's still doing what we've expected to do. That is actually really good. Again, so with the EUR USD chart, I'm going to simply Alright, so it's actually crossing this zone. So it's actually crossing, yeah, it did break the trend line. So what I'd simply expect it to do is just to be having a downtrend. But unfortunately, it is in an uptrend as of now. So if we actually go to the weekly time frame, let's see what's happening. It's going downwards. That's the saddest part. And in the daily time frame, it's still going downwards. In the 4 hours time frame, all right, actually in the daily time frame, it's actually hitting. Oh, I see. Okay, so in the daily time frame, it's hit the demand zone and it's starting to go up. So maybe I should only take bullish trades. So I didn't figure this out. So maybe it's just hit the zone and it's just gonna go up until this zone again, until this zone. Okay, actually, I would be taking you could say really strong bullish trades, so I would be having long positions. Now I'm not sure if this is right or not, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. So, and again, I'm gonna risk really less on this trade though. Again, we're at the USD/JPY chart and the price has gone all the way down. So you see it's hit this particular level of, you could say, this particular support level has gone all the way down like that. But all I expect it to do is just either go down and go up. I would actually think of it this way. So the price actually started here because after the market closed, it started here. So maybe it's gonna have a huge consolidation here and it's gonna go down all the way. Well, yeah, that's what I think would happen. And the AUD/USD chart, we're actually going pretty bad. It is going in an uptrend after all. But with the EUR/USD chart, it is broken through the market. Again, it's gone through this level of, actually, it's gone through this level. That. So what I'm going to do is actually with the EUR/USD, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to wait for the price to hit that, make a trend, and then I take a trade, which I believe would be the best. Now, what I expect EUR/USD to do is it would be going up into the zone and just having a bearish trend. And that would help us actually have more confidence in our trades. So, in the USD/JPY chart, it is looking as if it's actually going downwards. The chart seems like it's going downwards. Sorry, upwards, but it might actually go downwards again. We never know. So there's either one thing. So as you can see here, this was a strong zone and it just broke through the supply zone. So maybe that's what could happen, which I expect it to happen as well. So I just expect the price to just keep going up, break through all these zones and go up at least till this level. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the price to do something interesting. Again, in the EUR USD, as you can see, it's starting to go down. So maybe it's a nice situation where I can take a trade, but I want more confidence in the trade. So I just don't want to simply take any other trade just like that. And so with the EUR USD, there's a bit of a consolidation, you could say, at about this level, EUR JPY, sorry. And so I've expected the price to actually go down to about this level and go up, but it did break through this zone. So maybe I should take a long position with my stop loss just underneath the huge zone. So the zone was actually supposed to be, right, I'll just leave it as it is. I'm gonna have my take profit. Let's see, in the past, this is actually the highest the market has reached, so maybe it's going to go up till there. Let's have a 1:1 or a 1:5. Again, this, you see, this is another strong, I'm going to put a line sort of drawing a zone, so the price could actually break through that and actually it could go down again. So maybe that's the reason of consolidation about here. So price could actually go down again, but it did break through the supply zone. So let's see what's going to happen. Now I'm just going to hope that it's just going to break through and keep going up so that I can take a long trade. Now this is still consolidating, which we don't know what's going to happen. And with the USD JPY chart, it is kind of going upwards. EUR USD, it is come down, so it's break through. Actually, I can actually draw another trend line about here, so I expect it to break through and go up. And the areas of interest would be that, that, and that. And I expect this to not be that accurate because you see only 2 points have touched the zone. So well, we're just gonna see if the price would just start going bearish in structure, because that's literally what we want. We want to take short positions over here. So it is, we're just waiting on the AUD USD. It's going bad. That's the worst part. So yeah, well, let's just wait and look at what's happening in the EUR JPY chart. It did break through that. It is consolidating here. Okay, well, I just expect the price to go up or down, so I don't know. Based on the next cycle, we will understand what's happening. So I'll wait for the price to actually, should it actually reach the zone? Let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so well, it's been almost how much 54 minutes until now. I'm recording, if I don't remove any parts in here while editing it because of any disturbance or anything as such, but I would be recording again as soon as there's something important or another important turn takes in this. So yeah, well, let's hope that the AUD USD goes into profits and we get a nice position to take a trade again. Alright, so what I've decided to do is it did break through all those zones, so I expect the price to actually keep increasing. So I want to just take a trade of 1% risk about here with my take profit over there and my stop loss over here. So just copy the price and have that stop loss, and the risk percentage I want to be only 2% risk. Let's see what's gonna happen though. It's just a random trade which I've taken off my guts, hoping that it would actually keep increasing. So with the EUR USD chart, seems like it is going well. The price actually seems to start coming downwards, so I expect it to go break through this level. So that I want the price to reach that level, and then I would be taking trades confidently. With the USD JPY chart, it is again the same. There's huge hikes in the price. I expect the price to go up till there again, which I'm not sure of. But again, the price actually could go potentially down as well later on. Now, there's one thing: if the price breaks through this, I would take 1% risk trade or 2%, just the way we did right here. So as you can see, our trade is actually going pretty well. Yeah, let's see. In the EUR USD, we want short trades, and in the USD JPY, we want long trades, but there's no confirmatory things, which is pretty sad. But I want the price to break through this level. Actually, you know what? I can simply take a trade based on my gut. So I want to take another trade with my take profit at about here and my stop loss at about there. So this one okay, never mind. The price actually seems to go downwards again. So what happens is in these kind of trades, so if you remember previously, I did think of putting my take profits at about that level, and I would have made really good profits, but unfortunately I did not because I wasn't confident enough. So yeah, I think I shouldn't go too much on my gut as well. But yeah, so again, this is actually going in an uptrend until I want it to reach that level and convert into a downtrend. That is when I'll be taking more trades. In the EUR JPY chart, well, let's go to the trading panel. Okay, I'm just going to leave everything as it is. So we've taken 3 trades as of now. We're just going to focus on EUR USD, hoping that it would actually do well for us. Alright, so actually with the EUR USD, this is something which I just realized. There has been a lower high. So the price didn't actually, alright, maybe what we're thinking is right. Price did do that and it did that and it's starting to go down. So maybe that's right, maybe that's what we wanted, and that is what's happening. Again, let's just see what's gonna happen. Alright, so the USD JPY did break through, so I'm simply going to take a random trade with my take profit at about 1:2. Right, I'm going to have quickly have to do this. Take my stop loss to about there. Just going to have really small stop loss, and we're going to copy that price, quickly take a trade, go to trade panel, take a 2% trade with 2% trade, and I'm going to have my take profit at about there, and my stop loss at about there. And the price is actually gone a bit down, and so I can immediately take the trade. Alright, so let's see, hope that it goes well. And the EUR JPY is kind of going really well as of now. It did hit the take profit. I don't know why it's not even selling in the take profit, dude. I've got no fucking clue. Well, All right, so that's another profitable trade. Again, it's a 4.01 risk to reward ratio. So let's put that into this. 4.01 AUR. Oh, right. URJPY. Say wrong. 2% profit. Alright, so this over here seems to be going a bit downwards. So maybe we shouldn't have taken a trade after all. Oh my god. We're gonna lose. Oh no. Well, we are only losing $2.3. I'm gonna actually put it right over there. So we'll be losing just about $1 if we do. Actually, I'm gonna have this about there. That should be much more better. Alright, so I think the price is just gonna go down from here on. We estimated to go up, but I think it's just gonna go downwards. Hopefully before it touches this it goes up again. We don't know, but yes. So with the short position, it seems like but the price actually seems to be going in our direction after all, so it's going down, which is pretty good. It's actually following the trend line as well. If you see, it's going downwards after hitting the trend line. Now with the USD, let's see how is it going. So alright, the price actually seems to start going up instead of what we expected it to do. It's still going up, so we're gonna wait until it actually hits that level and starts going down. So now that what I've thought wouldn't fail, I just expect the price to do that, and that is where we'll be taking the trade. Right, so let's just wait and watch what's gonna happen. So you see, as soon as the USD/JPY starts to go upwards, the EUR/JPY is also starting to go upwards. So I think there is a bit of relation between these two charts, which I believe would generally be true. But yeah, again, let's just wait until we see something happening with these charts. So yeah, well, I think we've taken 3 trades. We took 4 trades, so that is 1. This is 1. That's the second trade, which we both mentioned, and this is the other short trade, the AUD/USD and the USD/JPY. We do have another trade in USD/JPY, and it is, I think, a long trade. So and put the take profit. So long, we have USD/JPY and 1.52 2%, and yeah. So let's just see what's gonna happen. Alright, so it seems like the price is actually gonna go up now. So it seems like it's gonna do that. Boom, boom, boom. That's what it's gonna do. Let's just see. With the AUD USD, it's actually fluctuating a lot. But I'm just gonna wait and hope that it actually be profitable at the end. So actually, if we'd end our trade about there, we'd get 1.7 or something. So, well, I think that is all for today. We've taken enough trades. 4 trades is more than enough. We do have 2 profits, and the other 2 we're just looking at what's going to happen. So if we get a profit on this as well, we would be having a 1.29 profit again. And the big boy AUD USD, this is where we are hoping to get a profit, because that's going to be 7.87 Australian dollars. So that would actually beat all these profits. But yeah, let's just wait and watch what's gonna happen. I'm gonna record the video after these trades have ended to see what's gonna happen. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll be right back once the trades are over. Right. So we have lost the USD JPY trade, which I don't know if I've already said it in the video or not, but it's a minus 1.25 Australian dollars. It's not that bad, but still it's not that good as well. Anyways, to start off with, we do have our AUD USD chart going up and down. I don't even know what it's up to. Seems like we are gonna lose this trade as well, which is fine. But when it comes to the EUR USD, you see it's actually hit the important level, which I've already mentioned before. You see this huge bullish candle right about there. That's a really important candle, because that helps us find this zone, which is a strong supply zone. Now the price has actually touched that and started to consolidate in that, or it's going to come down. So what I expect is I would be taking a short trade with my take profit all the way down there. Maybe I could go about there, and my stop loss about that low. And so that's going to be a really good trade. But unfortunately, we are not sure if it's going to go down or not. If I go into the 1 minute time frame, you can see that the trade is actually the graph is actually going downwards. So what I'm going to do is I would be taking a trade with a sell order, obviously, and we're gonna have our stop loss around here. So I want to keep it much lower about there, and I'm gonna have my take profit, sorry, stop loss above there, my take profit here. So we're gonna copy paste that. It's gonna be the last trade. I'm gonna take a trade with more money, so I paid maybe 10% risk, or I don't know, 5%. I'll just keep it at 10. So 10% risk with this, and then I think we should be good to go. We have taken a trade, and let's just wait and watch what's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave it as of now. I'm gonna leave these trades completely. Again, I'll be editing, adding up all the clips which I've recorded right now into Premiere Pro, and after I'm gonna go have lunch and come back and look at what's the situation. I believe that it's gonna take at least till today evening until these trades come out with a outcome. So, well, that is it for this video. These are the trades which we've taken. As of now, we're standing at a profit of about, let me show you real quick. We're starting at profit of about $3.7, which is really small, but still, it's not bad. It is still a profit. We're gonna wait on the other 2 charts, other 2 graphs to go the way we wanted them to. So if we get profit on this, we'll have a 7.87 profit, and this would give us a 19.34 profit, which is really, really good. So it's a 2.55 risk to reward ratio, and we're on a 10% risk. So we're gonna wait on these 2 trades, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and tomorrow we'll see the outcome and what happened and what is gonna happen, what would have happened right now. So how our trades are gonna turn out to be. For all of that, tomorrow's video. Until then, stay safe, and I'd say just keep trading, get profitable. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and keep trading.